This is 7 and 4 News at 6.
We cannot allow something like that to turn into a riot situation.
Some tense moments Wednesday night as police deal with a large crowd and the unpopular arrest of 2 suspects. Good evening. I'm Ariel Berlin. Mark will join us a little later from the National Cherry Festival. 2 Traverse City brothers are facing multiple charges tonight, including inciting a riot and assault on a police officer. Police say it all started when a suspect selling CDs in the 100 block of North Union refused officers' requests to stop using vulgar language. Officers say when the suspect refused their request, they started to arrest him and he resisted. A struggle began and the suspect was tasered. As everything unfolded, the crowd began to grow.
Number one, it's a scary situation because you know that if one person in that crowd that, as you can see in the videos, is riled up, they're excited, they're using vulgar language, yelling at the police, if one of those people decide to attack or to advance, the crowd mentality can take over.
Captain Morgan says when the suspect was being led away, his brother confronted police and swung at an officer, then tried to take off. He was tackled and also arrested. If you want to see the unedited version of this video, you can head to our website, upnorthlive.com. This afternoon, the Michigan National Guard held the largest training event ever conducted in the state. 19 Air National Guard units from 7 different states participated in Northern Strike 2012 at Camp Grayling. 7 and 4's Lauren Amstutz was at the training and joins us live in the studio with more. Lauren?
Well, Ariel, I was on Camp Grayling's 10,000-acre range this afternoon where it felt more like a war zone than a peaceful northern Michigan. Aircrew dropped several 500-pound bombs on specific targets on the range from thousands of feet in the air. Training also included a rescue operation where a Black Hawk helicopter saved a pilot whose plane crashed. Of course, this is all just for training purposes. And the Black Hawk was being protected by these A-10 jets who shot up to 50 bullets at a time at different targets.
We've got the capability to bring units in, air units in on the ground to train, house them, support them, and then we've got this great air-to-ground range at Camp Grayling, the 147,000 acres, largest reserve component training site east of the Mississippi.
The training runs for 2 more weeks, and more than 300 bombers and other jets from all over the U.S. will participate. Now, 2 other countries, Canada and Latvia, are also taking part in Northern Strike 2012, and we'll have much more on this training tonight at 11. Live in the studio, Lauren Amstutz, 7 and 4 News.
All right, thanks, Lauren, and we will have a full report, including more video from the bomb training coming up tonight on 7 and 4 News at 11. Well, a Traverse City couple woke up to quite a surprise this morning. They heard a sound in their bedroom and found a man climbing under their bed. It happened just after midnight at a home in the 800 block of Washington Street. Police say the homeowner jumped up and pulled the man out from under the bed. His wife called 911. The suspect was highly intoxicated and told police that he was at the open space drinking and didn't remember how he got into the home. The house had been locked, and police say the man removed a window screen to climb in. 8,000 miles in 33 days. That's how far one local veteran is willing to go to support type 2 diabetes research. The Cadillac community was on hand to wish biker and Vietnam veteran Bill Bradfield a safe journey across the country. He and 15 other bikers are now on their way to Toledo. A handful of them will continue on to Boston, then all the way out to the West Coast and back to Michigan. Bradfield will travel every mile and hopes to find a cure for type 2 diabetes.
I'm a Vietnam veteran that suffers from type 2 diabetes because of exposure to Agent Orange in Vietnam, and there are thousands of them just like me. So when I decided to put together this big motorcycle ride, I decided to dedicate it to diabetes research to try to help people that really need help with diabetes, and work it all through the Diabetes Research Institute, which is the main supporter of our ride.
Bradfield's motorcycle is a snowmobile on wheels, and the boots that he's wearing on the ride are the very boots he was issued by the military more than 40 years ago. Santa stopped by Beulah this afternoon to support the Benzie Area Food Drive and celebrate Christmas in July. Kids got the chance to sit on the big man's lap at Central State Bank. Non-perishable food items were placed under their Christmas tree. Cash donations are also being accepted and will be matched by grant funding. Bank leaders say the community is stepping up and making generous donations.
Benzie County is just a great giving community. Our customers and people in the community are bringing in a lot of non-perishable items. We have Santa here today, and all the children that have been in have really enjoyed that. And we hope that today will be a real big day for the food drive.
Central State Bank will be hosting their food drive through next week. Cash donations and non-perishable items can be dropped off during normal business hours. Time for tonight's Facebook story of the day. Have you ever wondered what it was like when Columbus sailed to the Americas over 500 years ago? Well, now you have the chance to take a walk back in time. Replicas of the Nina and the Pinta are here in northern Michigan. The ships are docked at the Petoskey Marina until Wednesday. The Nina was actually handmade without the use of power tools. And while the ships are docked in Petoskey, you can check them out. To walk aboard, it costs $8 for adults, $7 for seniors, and $6 for students. Kids 4 and under are free. The ships are open every day from 9 to 6. If you're a Consumers Energy customer, there's a new way you can save some cash. The power provider is offering its customers a $50 incentive to recycle old, inefficient refrigerators and freezers. The Consumers Appliance Recycling Program is going on through August. They say swapping out an old appliance could cut your energy bill by as much as $150 a year. You can contact Consumers to learn more. And for the latest news, sports, and weather anytime, you can log on to our website, upnorthlive.com. Coming up, the next in our special series looking at the history of northern Michigan communities. See how one area evolved from a religious mission settlement to a booming wine region. That's later on 7 and 4 News at 6.
Hey, coming up in weather, we're going to talk about another beautiful day on Friday. We do have some changes coming up on Saturday.
But a beautiful day down here at the National Cherry Festival. Today, we're going to bring you live coverage, including a recap of today's fun and a look at a very special ceremony that involved the United States Coast Guard. That's coming up.
Here's your Fish and Game report.
You're watching 7 and 4 News at 6 with Ariel Berlin, Mark Chalette,